If you've ever dealt with hand pain, carpal tunnel, cold hands, or Raynaud's, then you need to try this dual hand massager. This one was sent to me at no charge so that I could review it, and then I'm going to pass it on to my mom, who does have cold hands, Raynaud's, poor circulation in her hands. So you got several different options with this little unit. It's kind of big and it might weigh a couple of pounds, but you're going to get your whole hand in here. Now I got a fairly good sized hand and both of my hands are going to fit in. Now inside what you have are some compression airbags, which is going to it's going to inflate and deflate. There's going to be heat in there, and you can also choose to have vibration if you like. Now that vibration is simply going to be on the bottom for your abdomen. So if you were sitting in a recliner or on a couch, you could just have that resting on top of you and have the vibration on your belly, and then have your hands going through that circulation process with these airbags. So when you power it on, you're gonna long press it for 2 seconds, and it's gonna have a 15-minute timer on it, pre-programmed. Now, when you do power this on, you do have 3 different modes, and they're indicated by color. So you got blue, red, and purple, and that is going to inflate these bags on the inside, deflate them, and there's 2 bags per hand, so you can do your fingers and you can also do your palm, which is really nice. Now, on each one of these modes, you do have 5 different levels. There's level 4, level 5. Then we're back to level 1. And then when you look on the inside, you're going to see this bag inflate. So I'm going to put it on level 2 actually. And then you've also got some heat that is in here. That heat is going to be on your hands, and then there's also a secondary heat for your abdomen. Now, when you watch this inflate, it's going to be pretty nice, and I'll tell you, it does squeeze your hands pretty good, and it kind of feels like one of those Chinese snake games where you get your fingers in there and you can't get your fingers out. This has got that compression on your hands, and it squeezes it really tight. Right now, you can't even see through there because of these little airbags. Now, there's going to be a second airbag that inflates here. Now you can see through it. It's deflated, and that second airbag is going to come up, and then it'll squeeze at the palm. So notice you can see all the way through it right now. The lights are in the back, and now the lights are beginning to close off because this is squeezing. And so it's going to inflate, and then you're going to hear the airbags deflate. You're going to see a second airbag inflate, and it goes from hand to hand depending on what mode you're on. Sometimes it'll do both hands at once. Other times it'll do your left hand and your right hand. You know, it's just dependent upon the mode and the level that you're on. We're going to increase that intensity one more time. Now, another thing that you can do here is it does have a vibrate button. I'm feeling heat right now on the bottom. It's a really good heat as well. So I'm going to turn the vibrate on, and you got 3 levels of vibration. And one's just going to be kind of a pulse. Next one's going to be steady. And then your third one is going to be a quick pulse. And then off. You can see my timer is ticking away. And then it'll automatically shut off and deflate both of those balloons in there, those airbags, so that you can get your hands out. So again, this weighs just a couple of pounds. It's not too bad for me. But if you were a senior who was dealing with the Raynaud's or the blood flow, cold hands, and things like that, well then you're just going to want to let that sit on your abdomen and just rest there with your hands together and just allow this to do its magic. And hopefully in time, your hands are going to start to feel better. You're going to get some feeling back in them, and you're really going to enjoy this. So this is the dual hand massager. You can use it for carpal tunnel, Raynaud's, cold hands, hand pain, whatever you got going on, arthritis. There is a good chance that this is going to help.